Watford. I'm joined by Tim Spears, our Wolves correspondent here at the Express and Star. Tim, Wolves have pretty much done everything they've wanted to do this season. There's a lot of talk now from the likes of Kenny Jackett, a couple of players, saying that Wolves aren't going to be a team who are battling it out trying to avoid relegation next season. They're aiming for the top 10, aren't they?
No, they are. They're setting their sights very high. From within the club, the hierarchy aren't talking about a target, other than the fact that they're looking higher than staying up.
Yeah,
you know, and it's big talk really. You know, we see Fosun talking about wanting to make Wolves one of the biggest clubs around. Really, there's no kind of limit on their ambition, which is absolutely fantastic and very exciting. But yeah, it all, I don't know, it kind of feels like maybe, you know, you want to walk before you can run first.
Yeah.
I think as far as targets for next season go, I still think Wolves should be aiming just to stay up first and foremost. And go from there really. But yeah, they've certainly got the squad to aim for mid-table. And when you've got someone who's quite reserved as someone like Kenny Jackett saying this weekend that he thinks Wolves can be in the top, could aim for the top 10, you know, like I said, Kenny's quite a reserved guy, doesn't make outlandish statements, or he certainly didn't when he was Wolves boss anyway. So for him to say that, you know, and he knows his stuff, Kenny, more than anybody, and I've heard a couple of players say it as well. So with the talent they've got in the squad and the fact that they can improve as well, because they're quite a young team, and the fact they've got Mendes on side and they could make some fabulous additions in the transfer market this summer, then I guess it makes sense. But you do kind of want to put an air of caution on that. Wolves have said before, remember Jez Moxey saying they wanted to aim for the top 5 the last time they were in the Premier League, and they fell completely flat on their face and two relegation battles, and then were relegated the following year. So you do want to be a bit careful on that front. Like I said, you want to walk before you can run, and I think Wolves should be aiming to stay up next season and then take it from there if they do manage to do that.
Yeah, and I said at the start that Wolves have pretty much done everything they wanted this season, bar one thing, which is what Nuno said. He wants to hit that 100-point mark, and I must admit, I expect them to do it over the weekend. They didn't quite get there. Will they be doing it this weekend?
I'd be amazed, Luke, if they didn't. I don't want to. If I had a mortgage, I'd put it on it. Right. Sunderland away, it's the best team in the league against the worst team.
They haven't got a manager either.
They haven't got a manager. Their home form, their home record for about 10 years is atrocious. They just don't win at home, and you'd expect Wolves to win handsomely. You've got to say, but they only need 1 point to get 100. And there are a few teams that have got 100 points in the second tier. But not many. Only 5.
Hit me with.
So since 1981, when 3 points for a win was introduced, there's only 5 teams at this level who've reached 100 points. So it's a pretty exclusive club. Sunderland 1999, Fulham 2001, Reading 2006, Newcastle 2010, and then Leicester 2014. And we all know what Leicester 2 years later. I'm not going to go into that. But interestingly, all those teams that got 100 points did survive pretty comfortably next year. Leicester were ropey, weren't they, in that season? But they eventually finished 14th, which is the lowest of these 5 teams in terms of where they finished the next season. Sunderland finished 7th, Fulham finished 8th, and Newcastle and Reading were mid-table. Just to show, if you're a class above in the Championship, and Wolves are obviously far too good for this division, then it does bode well for that second season. I mean, the one thing for me, just looking at the records of these teams, Wolves have scored fewer goals than all of those teams in their campaign. 4 of them got 90 or above. Wolves are currently on 82. With 1 game to go, Leicester got 83. So that'll be a thing for me for next season. If Wolves are going to aim high, they need to bring in some firepower, I think. Obviously, Bonatini hasn't scored since December. Afobe's done very well, but you know, remains to see whether they're going to sign him or not. And then you look at the likes of Jota, Cavallero and Costa. Will they score as many goals in the Premier League? Probably not. So you do need to bring in some firepower. Wolves' defence, I've got no concerns about that. They're very well drilled and very organised. But yeah, if they're going to be aiming high, I think that would be their first priority this summer.
There we go. So Wolves are being tipped to target the top 10 next season, but of course they've got to hit that 100-point mark first. It's one of Nuno's big targets. For all of the latest Wolves news and to keep track of the game, you can follow Tim Spears and expressthestar.com.